Hello and welcome to another Photoshop tutorial. My name is Geetee, and if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. So in today's video, we are going to be doing the sky replacement on this image. Not like the sky that is in the image right now is bad. We can actually work on the sky and bring out details in the sky. Like, let's just use our hue saturation and pick up this color. So you find out that this color is in the blue range. We can just start increasing our blue, but for images like this, I don't normally use the hue saturation. I'll just use the selective color, then I'll go to the blue. The reason why I brought that up is to make sure I'm selecting the right colors. So from here, I can decide to want to add more blues to my image or change the look, and like I said, it will still come out very nice. Here is a before, here is a after. We can then add a little bit of cyan to soften out you get the idea. So we are going to take this off, then we are going to do the whole wonderful method. And another thing is there is also an option here for sky replacement around here. We have sky replacement in Photoshop. This is another amazing one. So let's see what the sky replacement in Photoshop will give to us and why we are going to use it or we are not going to use it. So now here we have this. I think this method that Photoshop came with is a very nice one, but I have to start adjusting and see how I can fade away the edges to blend with this part here. So these are like some of the things I have issues with in this particular Photoshop sky replacement, because all this part I would want to remove it. I won't want the image to be looking fake. But this, to an extent, this would work very well. So you can relight the foreground, and as you can see, you have all these options to see how you could fix the image to your choice. And also you can come over here and select one of these amazing backgrounds and use. But over the years, I've not been using this. I've been using another method which I'm about to use on this image. So you can actually select crazy skies like this. I think I like this particular one, make the image look more dramatic. Then let's see if we can at least blow out the lens, like make it a blurry sky. I'm not seeing that option yet. So there are not much of an option here to use for images like this. So that is why I am going to go back and use the option that I've been using. And also you can also change your blend mode from screen to multiply. The multiply works better. That's why that's default. So let's go to luminosity and Skyline Lumina AI. I have the Neo also, but I'm having a little issue using the Neo, so I'm always using the AI. Because sometimes I come in here, the only thing I do in here is just to use the whole AI thing, the sky replacement. Apart from the sky replacement, I don't think there is any other thing I want to use on a daily basis here. So I stick to this particular one. So let's look for a dramatic sky. Let's try this one. It will be too harsh though, but let's see how we can. You see, it's very, very harsh. So we just go around. Let's see. Okay, this could work better. So apart from doing this, if you come down here, you have a lot of options to mask, to refine the mask, like this part of this thing that you're seeing here. Let's see if we can fix it a little before we move forward. And just bring this back a little. So you have a lot of options. As you can see, it's getting better. So let's put it around here. You have a lot of options. Now I've removed a large part of it. Let's see if closing the gap won't work fine. Okay, let's see again. Look around here, you understand what I'm talking about. Look around here. The changes are, as you can see, this is looking a little more better than this, I guess. But I'll go with this because I still have to make the background blurry. Then we can come here and shift our sky and give it a nice orientation like this, and probably shift to the sun this way. Let's flip it. Let's flip it so the sun will be around this other side. Yes. As you can look at this edge. When the sun comes back, look at that edge. Look at how it is beautifully moving. Then we have to now bring it down a little. Bring it down. Yeah. Let's keep it around here. Then for the overall sky, I don't want to relight the scene. If you want to relight the scene, you can come here, strengthening the light of your scene. It's going to make some changes. Where is my, here is a before, here is a after, here is a before, here is a after. So it's also adding this warm look to the image here. So let's take it back. Look at this area. When you relight the scene, it's going to affect this area also. Then you can relight the human, the person, the image itself. You can decide to relight it, and let's see how before and after. So trying to relight the image itself, you don't have a lot of options, it's just a little. Then we can go to reflection. I don't want reflection here, so I will just go and maybe still warm the image a little and defocus. That's like the number one thing. We have to defocus the background, the sky, so that it will not be looking like we are using a very bad lens, and yeah, this part is focused and this other part is not focused. So we are going to just make it our main focus on our subject here. So we have a before and a after, before and after. You can want to brush and all. You can do many other things. We have a beautiful before and after. So like I could normally just save this as a preset. Save this whole editing as a preset. But I don't know. Let's just move out of here and come back and look at what we have here, if I can use it for another image. So let's apply, and we'll allow it to load. So I feel like the reason why I'm using this particular option is because this works better for me compared to every other option that are out there for me to use. It's even way more better than the one that Photoshop would provide for me. That's why I'm using it. And this company has tried as much as possible to stand out from every other company that produce softwares like this. So we are going to just wait for it to load. So it's going to change the sky now. Not like the image, the way it's looking now, not like it's bad, but we just want to give it a dramatic look that would come out more cinematic than the way it is. So here is our before, here is our after. So let's check out another image. Let's check out. So before we take it there, those of you that knows about the new Photoshop, you know there are some new updates. You can check out my previous video to see the new update and how easy it is to take away some things from our scene. So take this off. So I will have to crop for my Instagram, which is me cropping this way. I don't want this other side to be much, so I can have more of the sky. So I just say okay. Then the next thing I want to do is duplicate it, then take it to that same. First of all, let's try using the settings that we used for that image and see what it will look like in this image. But thank God for Lumina. They will not open like every other software, but they will have to open the software itself for them to be able to do anything. So they came up with the whole opening method. If it was some of those app that comes with normal Photoshop, you will notice that it will just apply it. Now look at some amazing things that I'm noticing here. Let's just wait for it to just go. This part of this image here and all this part that sees this light is just amazing. Very, very amazing. So I don't have to now go back doing all those settings again. Sorry. Now look at what I'm talking about. Look at this part look at this part here. See. So the relighting of the scene worked perfectly for this image also, which is like wow. So let's go to the next one, which is this one. We'll go through the same process, take off the things we don't want. So we just do this. And the amazing thing about this option is that this option is way faster than content aware. And sometimes it's cleaner than content aware. It's not always 100% perfect, but it's way better. So let's duplicate this, then go back to Lumina AI. So if you want to use that same setting that you have for a lot of images, all you have to do is make sure you line up all your images. So you just, after you finish the next one, you just go to the next one before you start editing, so that if you start editing this other one first, it might lose that whole saving, that thing that it has saved for you to use for your other images. So make sure you apply it all before you start, because if you don't do that, you start going to the beginning to start applying these things over and over again. So we are waiting for it to load. So it did not load on this one like it did. So let's go back. Let's just go back. Let's go back. Let's see why it's not applying. So if it refuses to apply this time, we have to go back and do the whole settings from the beginning again. So let's see. It's loading, but it seems like after the whole loading process, it's exporting without applying. So we are not going to use this option. We are going to go back and relight the scene and do everything over again. So let's just wait for it to finish loading, because it has nothing to apply to the image. Check, here is that before, here is the after. So it's just doing the same thing. So let's open the software ourselves so we can go in there and fix what is there. I'm making this tutorial long so you can see and learn a lot of things at the same time from this tutorial alone. So let's go to edit. Then I saved the template here, but I don't know if the template is going to work. As you can see, it's not showing me anything there. So that means the template is no longer existing. So that is another thing I pray these people should fix, because it's supposed to still have what I saved the last time I used it. So it doesn't even have history. There is no history. So let's see. I'm seeing an option. Okay, So let's go back and start adding those things. So because I didn't keep the calculation of time and everything in my head, let's see how we can go back and start from the beginning. In the beginning. No, so I'll go with this. I don't like it when it's looking like it's overdone. So let's flip this. We did flip this and we just raise it up a little. No, raise it up. Yeah, keep it around here. Come to refine edge. Let's do this. Take note, you are washing out for these edges to make sure it's giving you that feel that you want. So this works nice. Let's fix details. No, I'll keep it at this end because I want those little details, because right now it's looking like it's being cut out. So this thing here I don't like, so we'll bring a little in. Yeah, the gap, let's see if we can bring a little bit of the gap in. Okay, this is also fine. Then let's relight the scene. So look at the car. This is like the color grade itself. I don't normally use this because it makes the whole thing becomes too much. So if I want to use it, I'll just use a little, then relight human. So if it's like this, it's looking very different. So let's add a little bit of the worm in his own body. Then let's come here, make the background very blurry, then warm it a little. You can also add the haze, like make it look like there is fog at the background. It will just create that look, a nice looking haze. Now you see that the whole background is being covered with smoke. So which one would you prefer? So I'll keep it around here. I don't like grains on my picture, so I don't. There are a lot of options. I can come here and add birds in the sky. Let's say I add these birds to the sky. I cannot add eagles because eagles are way out of the league. So you can, like I just did the relighting. You can even add objects from outside, and you can defocus your bed. You can let's just bring it back a little, and we can also reduce, keep it on the high side. And so there are a lot of options to what you can do. You can flip your beds. There are a lot of things that you can also do with this. Let me try and see if I can save this again. Now this thing here is not showing me any reliable saving option there, so I'll just keep it like this. Let's see how before. Let's see how before and after. Before and after, before and after, before and after, before and after. So we can do side by side, view it like this, and you can see that this is looking way better. So I'll just apply it. Just apply that. We'll wait for it to load. So it takes more time to load compared to what Photoshop has, but it produces a better result than what Photoshop gives. That is why a lot of us have these external plugins in our system, so that when Photoshop cannot give us what we want, we can just come over here and use this option. So my system is not that slow, So if I'm getting that in my system, that means it's something else. So this is the one I edited before now. I didn't do much of the things I'm doing. And let me just go back to here and reduce some of this and bring in. Yes, let's keep it around here. Yeah, so this is better for me. I'll just reduce my opacity. So let's start from here. As you can see, the image is still looking normal. It's looking untouched. So that is how to replace sky in Lumina AI. Once again, thank you, and God bless you. Thank you, and see you in my next video. Peace.